My name is Blaze, and this is the Daily Dads. We haven't done an episode in a while where it's just me. I'm also a little bit late to the party today. That's okay. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and it's going to be great. If you're asking, if you watched my show with Tim last night, we were ripping vibes, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm also wearing the same clothes, but that's okay. Um, Hopefully, I can see any comments if anybody jumps in. And if not, we'll just have to figure it out. Let's see. Try and comment if anyone. All right, I'm back. I don't know if you guys missed me or not, but my dad called me, and it's a really fitting episode today. We're talking about you can't always make him do it or something like that, and it like hit home immediately me today. If you guys don't know, this is a show where we talk about Ryan Holiday's book Daily Dad, and we're the Daily Dads, where we get together every single day, and usually there's 3 other dads that do this as well. And hey, good morning, Robbie. How you doing? Good to see my voice is still gonna need to not talk a lot today. But parenthood's hard. Whether you have 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, maybe your kids aren't here anymore, and you're still a dad or parent. And it's great to get together, just like with any occupation, and hearing about what the struggles people are going through. And it's tough. Parenting's tough, especially where kids are so plugged into technology more. Got the link. Yeah, let me send it. I don't know how to send it to you, Jason. Hold on. Guests, invite guests, copy. All right, let's see if I can put it in the chat. Hold on 1 second. Mikey, what's up, man? How are you? I'm just trying to invite my friend. Jason, I don't know how to invite you. But if you text me, I don't think you have my number. We need to swap numbers. We need to get together. But anyways, now I'm going to figure this out. What's your message me on X, Jason, and I'll send it to you. I'll just get off for a second. But anyways, parenting's hard. I have a kid that's sick, and my daughter and my wife are supposed to go skiing this morning. My daughter refused, and it's really hard because now I'm really mad at her. I let her know that I was disappointed in her, and I think that's what a good parent should do. If you disagree, I'd love to hear about it. And I think that being at 8 years old, she's at the age that she has to. I don't think that people should like live, for the validation of others, but there is things to do in your life that go beyond yourself. And my wife really likes to go skiing with her, and she's not going to be 8 years old again when she can do this. I know there's some parenting things there that we probably need to work on too. But at the same perspective, my wife always tells me I've never been an 8-year-old girl, and I haven't. So if anyone here has, I'd love to hear more about what your thoughts are on that. But let's see. Let's get Jay here. Hold on 1 second. All right. So I talked a little bit about what's not going good today. Let's talk about what's going good today. Gratitude. It's Super Bowl Sunday. The Eagles are playing the Chiefs. No one in the world except for Chief fans wants to see the Chiefs get another W. I really, really wish it was. Let's see. Do I have to let you in? I have to- Jake,
Good morning.
what's up, man? How are you?
Oh, I feel like you sound.
Yeah, I lost it yesterday on one of my kids who pushed me to the brink of insanity, and I think we're okay, but we need to figure out some things. Not the 8-year-old, but the baby. We I thought it'd be a good father son thing to go get dog food, and he just lost it because I wouldn't let him buy a hamster cage, and then he tried to like run in front of traffic, and then we almost got in a car accident on the way home because he kept crying on the way home, and it was snowing, and it was a bad evening, but not the whole day, just that one part.
Yeah. So a low point. You lost your parenting edge for a second.
I did.
Yeah. I've been there.
And then trying to figure out how to make it up today. We have a sick kid, so he's been watching a lot of TV all weekend. And I think I'm gonna go pull the plug soon and just say, I don't care if you're sick, figure it out, do something else. But it's also my job as a dad, to have those activities there.
Yeah. That's something that there's always a time, and it always follows when I'm feeling like I'm really nailing it. Like, let's say a day went really well. Like you feel like you got parenting mastered, and then the next day something could happen to you where it's like you feel like you're starting all over again. Expectations or following through with like what you want them to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've been there before with like screen time. It's really like days. This is more around like during breaks where it's like maybe it's a day we're not really doing anything, and I just realized that my kids have been on screens for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I don't feel particularly motivated. So it's like I'll snap and be like, all right, everybody off the screens. But there's no follow up, and there's no rhyme or rhythm to it,
Yeah.
And I always wonder that probably looks very odd through the eyes of a kid.
Yeah, and then my son's sick, and so it's like I don't want to hang. I don't want you to get the other kids sick, and um, so then maybe it's okay. But it's tough, and then you're exactly right. Like I take it away, and then it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? There's stuff that I want to do too.
Yeah. And when I have things to do, one of the easiest solutions is like, okay, you guys get like an hour of screen time so daddy can get his life in order, an adult.
Yeah.
That's where we go sometimes.
I
always feel like I'm really good at that. Where me and Kristen are really good at that. And then there's days when we're not. We're not on top of it. And I feel like today is going to be one of those days where we're not on top of it. We were able to get out for some adult time at an adult party with neighbors celebrating a friend's certification of it's escaping right now because I'm still half asleep. It was a good time, and we left the girls alone. This was a good parenting time. We left the girls alone, maybe like 3 hours all across the street, and everything went great as far as that. As far as like the leaving kids at home went, I came home early to put the girls back to bed, and I had a really great little interaction where I had my youngest like passed out with me on my bed, but my oldest stayed up and played Barbies, which is an earshot of me and Kristen's bedroom. And my oldest just kind of started playing with Barbies again for like an hour. And it was really awesome because it was sad and awesome. I was laying in bed with my youngest. My oldest was playing Barbies. And in my head, in the state that I was in, I was like, I wonder if she's playing Barbies again because she just spent 3 hours being the adult. And now she's like just kind of going back to the baby toys to revisit that. I made this entire narrative in my head. I was like, this is a movie. This is a movie script. I need to write this down. So I'm actually trying to write it down right now, the thoughts that I had. But yeah, it was a good night and I feel great, which has not happened in a long time.
That's awesome. And you deserve to feel great. You're a good dad and you're a great teacher.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to still process the morning. But gratitude started with some, we didn't do any gratitude yet. The baby's still asleep and he's like the terrorist of the house and the one that I got in a fight with yesterday. When I say fight, I mean like he just brought me to the brink of insanity, but he's good. I'm good. And he's asleep. So that's great. And he'll wake up in a little bit and be like, daddy, daddy, daddy. So if he comes down here, we'll see what happens. And then what else is going on? What are you guys doing today?
My plan is to get outside. We got outside last weekend and that felt really nice. So hoping to do that. But me and Kristen will be in less than stellar shape together because of last night. But the kids were up late as well. So I'm assuming they'll sleep in a bit. So I'm kind of chilling, enjoying this time. Grateful for this time. We have not ever been on alone, ever. I think maybe like for the first time.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So here's the state that I get in when I have a day like that, when I lose my shit on my kids, which isn't often. It's just once in a while. How does your next interaction go?
Usually I try to revisit it. I mean, he's 3 though, so I think that yesterday we debriefed this situation and talked about, hey, buddy, like I was trying to do something nice for you and you weren't listening. Because right now he's in this stage because he's potty training and he's doing a pretty good job. He's wearing underwear like 80% of the time. But now in his brain, and he's 3, so it's partially my fault, but he thinks he gets a new toy every single day from the store because he's going pee in the potty. So we're trying to coach him and redirect him now. And it's like, hey man, you're doing a really good job. And you're still not pooping in the potty, which will get a really big toy if you do that. But like, we appreciate you peeing in the potty and you can still get stickers, but you're not getting a toy every day for peeing in the potty. So trying to like enforce all that stuff.
Yeah. We also hang on to get my dog. What? So during the day yesterday, we had Hazel's birthday party. It's not her real birthday, but we went to like a Ninja Nation type place.
Oh yeah,
parkour-ish, and it was cool. I really enjoyed. I got to play. It was a place where like the dads could play a little bit, so like we were doing like little feats of strength.
Nice.
While the moms kind of watched and laughed. Birthday parties. Here's a poll for you. Are you a fan of opening gifts at the party or waiting till you get home to open gifts?
So I have like such a strong opinion on this because, and I don't want to like diss or like be like you're wrong for people to do this, but like my objective as a parent is if you're inviting my kid to a party, I want them to party the whole time. I want them to eat food, play, have a really good time. I want them to give you a gift. I don't. My kid doesn't need to know all the gifts that your kid gets, because if I'm having a birthday party, I'm going to entertain these kids the whole time. And by watching somebody open their gifts, I just feel like that's they're not getting their energy out. B, they're just going to come home with envy by seeing all these other toys this kid got that they didn't get on that day. So I'm adamantly against it. But if it's part of your family tradition, I think that if it's best for you and your family, that's fine. That's okay. So there you
go. I am with you for the same reason. And here's why. We had the party and they all played around. We had cake. We have an awesome neighbor who we hired to make Hazel's cake, and it was like the best looking cake I've ever seen. Then we did gifts, and I immediately got a little stressy, because I'm like, all the kids want to see all the gifts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only part of the party this is the only part that I feel stressy administrating is the gift opening. And I don't know, me and Kristen didn't say whether or not we're going to do that. The reason why is because sometimes when kids open gifts, it's like that is like the culmination of all those good brain chemicals for a kid where they're opening gifts, right? And they'll just tear through things.
Yeah.
And so here, Hazel would get a bag. She get the card, put the card to the side, open the gift, and then put the gift to open up the next one. I'm like, okay, let's say thank you. Let's open the card first. Let's read the card first. Who's the gift from? So, and it just feels very rushed. And I'm like, I really want my kid to be thankful, be able to say thanks. But it's unprompting all that. It's like, okay, go give Annie a hug because she gave you a gift.
Yeah.
I feel very forced in that. And I feel like it takes with them playtime. All the kids they just crowded. It's just a big crowd of kids. So trying to give them a step, trying to get them to take a step back, which is impossible for 5-year-olds who have a pile of gifts in back of them.
Hey buddy, how are you? You want to sit with me? Okay, come here. Come around here.
So yeah, I'm with you. Gifts are to take home to open. And I totally don't mind if we go to a party and that's what the rule is. But I'm also not going to I don't mind what any family's choices with that. To each their own. Hey buddy.
Do you say good morning?
Good morning.
I will say though, there's some parties where that's all you can do. I know that when we had a Ninja Warrior party at one of the local gyms here, you got an hour to play and an hour in the playroom. And I was pulling my hair out trying to entertain these kids for an hour in this room, and we didn't open the gifts, but I ended up making up some coin Mario game where they had to find all the coins in the room, and then having them put you almost need an art project, because it's really oh, you're telling me I'm even the schools have bigger square footage for their classrooms in this small party room. Do you like parties, Brody? Yeah. Do you like opening presents at home or at the party?
At the party.
Oh, so see, we got some conflict now. So there you have it. What do you want to do today?
I get a new toy.
Oh, but didn't we talk about it yesterday? How you don't get a new toy every day?
I want to get a new toy.
Yeah. Do you know that there's some kids that have never gotten a toy before? So there you have it. But
I've had that exact same conversation with my youngest daughter. Yeah. Well, all my daughters. Yeah.
Going back to the reading a little bit today, is there anything that you really struggle with to get your kids to do?
No, I'd say like little struggles. Each one has their own struggle on what to do, but nothing huge. Like I would say the biggest is my middle daughter. She's like totally anti team sports, but she's into horses, which is more expensive, but she's into it, and I'm really happy that she has something that she enjoys. So, um, no, there's nothing that we. I mean, minor struggle maybe. There was something in the reading that did. Oh, it actually went along with what you were talking about. It was the part about the easiest and most primal form of leadership is force, which
Yeah.
which is where you were yesterday, and I've been many times.
And it's so interesting. Like, I don't know, like, because this one, if you don't want to do something, buddy, like he wouldn't leave the dog store yesterday, and it's like I had to physically move him into the car in the snow. Whereas like my 8-year-old, that's not something like we didn't physically force her to go skiing today, and she had the choice, and I still let her know that I was disappointed in her because it's my job as a dad to give feedback. I wasn't like I love you less because of it, but you're only 8 years old once, and you're never gonna be able to do this again with your mom at 8 years old.
Mhm.
But yeah, it is the prime, and I think about like all the different roles I've had as a nurse, where I've had some like great leaders that I've worked with, and then some people that have like literally like stamped their feet and yelled, and you lose respect in those situations because you're like, I'm an adult and you're an adult, and you're screaming at me to do something, and you think that like that's the reason like we're not meeting A B C D E F G. Um, so there you have it. What about in the classroom for you? Um, do you have like a certain trick to like get people to focus? Like, put a hand up, touch your nose, find a paintbrush.
No, there's always once a year when I kind of lose it and like I raise my voice. Oh, here's the other question I was going to ask you. Because this kind of remind me of it. Yeah, there's always like it's always once a year where like we just kind of lose, like I lose my composure, and maybe it's on like an entire class, and like the class
Daddy,
up for that time.
what is that?
What's what, buddy?
What you have over there?
This?
Oh.
This?
Oh.
This?
Oh.
That?
We get
Jason, can I quiz you on something?
yes.
Do you know what this is?
Heck yeah, Predator. Wait, is that the actual Predator?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
Yes.
I do.
Do you want to watch this movie?
Yeah.
Let's ask Mr. Jason. Mr. Jason, do you think Brody's old enough to watch The Predator?
Ooh, maybe there's parts that you might want to see. There's definitely parts you don't want to see.
What's the sound they make?
I want to see this.
Okay.
That the Predator series, that was my second
Okay.
science fiction.
We'll see if it's on Disney
I
Plus.
got it.
Okay.
I mean, maybe there's like a kid version these days. I don't know, but yeah, that was that was my second science fiction obsession after Star Wars as a kid.
I
think
still haven't seen all the Predator movies. I've seen all the Alien. I remember when my daughter was born and I was home from work for 2 weeks. I watched all the Predator movies and they were so good. No, all the Alien movies.
I saw 1 and 2. Those are like the real ones, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the other ones.
Aliens 3 is weird because it's like, I think it's supposed to be like 20,000 years in the future or something, and they brought the main character as a clone.
The birthday girl.
Hey, birthday girl. Brody, can you say happy birthday?
Happy birthday.
That's Brody. Can you say hi, Brody? Can you say
Brody,
hi?
Brody got a haircut.
You early?
Hey,
Look
are you?
at us. Look at us
are you-
with kids. Is
Can you,
adorable.
can you tell people, did you want to get the hamster thing yesterday?
Yeah.
Why did you want that?
Yes.
Who do you want to live in there?
I don't know.
You told me you wanted the mouse to live in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Hazel, you
need to trap the mouse.
You want to trap the mouse? Okay, we got to get some more mouse traps then.
Hazel, do you ever get mad because you didn't get a toy that you wanted? What? You never got mad? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What was the question? Oh, losing it on a class. Never feel great after, and I always end up apologizing the day after.
Yeah.
Same with my kids. When there's a time when I lose it, my first reaction. I mean, first I feel vindicated because they do the thing usually, but then I feel bad immediately after, and I usually end up apologizing because that's not my best dad or teacher state.
I'm trying to think if I've ever lost it on a classes student.
Yeah, with college kids, right?
Yeah. I mean, occasionally there's someone that like is just really talking out of turn all the time, and I have to be like, hey, like it's someone else's turn. But I've never had a riot in the classroom, but I know some of my peers have. So I hope I can continue to avoid those.
Yeah.
What's that?
A trick that I have. What's a trick that I have? I think I'm pretty good at redirecting conversations when they get off task. I'll just jump in and start working with them. I like doing the projects with students, so they can kind of see that I'm also working through whatever problems I throw at them too.
Yeah.
That seems to work.
I love it. All right. It's Sunday. Before we close out, what are your parenting goals for the week? Or one parenting goal for the week?
You know what? I think this week parenting is going to be second. Husbanding is first.
There you go.
Because me and Kristen are. My first priority is helping Kristen with giving her some job assistance with some PowerPoint stuff, which is sometimes. I always ask her if I'm going to get paid for this, but
and that's a great reminder. Everybody, don't forget it's Valentine's Day this week. My wife doesn't watch this, so I can say I ordered. There's like, but on Facebook they had some ad for like she's gonna get this like package in the mail, and you open it up and it starts squirting out bubbles, and it's like
bubbles and butterflies.
What's that?
Bubbles and butterflies, like the paper butterflies.
I wish there's butterflies, but definitely bubbles, and there's like donuts and this thing that's made to look like a champagne bottle. So nothing crazy, but I hope, and it cost me $100, but it's all about the experience these days. So I'm hoping that she gets it and feels loved.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah,
I did kind of. I guess that's a priority too this week. For dadding, I want to nail the morning routine 5 days in a row. That's what I'm going for.
I might try and join you. Like I was doing really good going to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, and now I'm like doing 1 day a week. So I really need to up that today.
Yeah, I did. Here's a little tip for you, because I did the same thing. When you got a bad week and your goal is 5, sometimes you just got to dial it down to 3.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to do.
Do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and if anything, and I gave my friend Jules this advice, is even if you don't do anything in the morning, wake up at the same time.
Yeah,
that helps me.
I'm gonna try it. Message me your number too, Jason, because so that way I can bother you regularly.
Yes, I will.
All right.
Do I do that? Should I do that on X, or will they have my phone number forever now?
I would not do it.
I guess they probably already have it.
All right.
I'll do it. Is the private chat? Is that just between you and me?
Yeah.
I'll put it through here.
All right. Brody, can you say have a good day, everybody?
Have a good day.
They can't see you. Say bye.
Have a good day, Brody.
Say mugs of coffee, hearts of gratitude.
Say have a good Sunday.
Have a good Sunday.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
See you guys. It's number sent.